Hiya, Barbie.
No. No. No.
I was waiting for some kind of reply.
No, I'm not saying I can. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
You want to go for a ride?
No, I don't.
All right. Roll the intro then.
Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast, the show where two YouTubers get together and talk about the greatest show in all of time and space, Doctor Who. I'm your host, Troy, also known as Red Archer Live, and with me, as always, is the man who's just put on a very strange yellow bucket hat. It's Crispy Pro. How are you doing there, good sir?
I'm very good. How are you?
It makes your head look really big, that hat. Like, I know your head isn't that
because
big,
of the
but
headphones.
I was going to say, it's like it's not sat on your head properly, so it just looks like you've got a massive head. Also, there was a bit of green screen then in the hat. Just for a second when you brought it close to camera. He's just trying.
If you want to see some real green, sorry, audio listeners. If you want to see some real green screen,
yeah, look at this.
I didn't realize
you ready,
we left
listeners?
this on. If I go that way.
Look at that. We realised this before we started recording. Because Crispy's still got his green screen on, if he uses Capaldi's screwdriver for the audio listeners, love you Apple Podcast, if he does the green light on Capaldi's screwdriver, it creates a green screen, so you can see his old little background from the from the plot holes a few weeks ago.
Episode. Yeah,
Genius.
That's so funny.
Just goes to show you Crispy doesn't change his OBS files at all.
No, I didn't even know it was in there. It was a surprise.
I don't change
it. It was a real
either.
surprise.
It's all good. I recorded the interview yesterday, which we can always talk about, but it was like, when we were getting set up, I had a Twitch alert pop up on screen, and I was like, oh guys, just ignore that for a second, that's someone following me on Twitch, I'll just get rid of that.
Just ignore. My bad. But yeah, what's been going on with you, Troy? What's new? What's hip-hop happening?
I have to thank Mr. Crispy here, ladies and gentlemen. I have to thank Mr. Chris, because this kind gentleman was kind enough to give me his Riverside login details to record a pretty big interview yesterday for my YouTube channel.
What was the interview?
It was about Payday. You know, your favourite video game? Payas Deus?
Payas Deus, yes, of course.
Yeah, I brought together 3 of the main cast members who play the main characters. I was going to get all 4, and I did have them all locked in, but unfortunately one of them couldn't make it. And it was funny, because I told a couple of my moderators what I was working on, and every time I booked one of the cast members, I sent them a gif of Thanos getting a different Infinity Stone. So when I got all 4, I just sent the video of him putting the final one in, going like, "Rah!" Like, it was so
nice.
good.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
That's what's so funny, because the Payday actors normally get interviewed on their own. There's occasional moments where the odd person will team up with the other one, but like the main cast members had actually never interacted, and I managed to bring them together, and it was like,
whoa,
quite a beautiful moment.
That's an honor.
Yeah,
that's a real honor.
Thing.
That'd be us getting like a Big Finish cast together. I think they do have studios for Big Finish, but a lot of them do it remotely now after the pandemic. But that's cool. That's awesome.
It is. It's crazy.
Well done, Troy.
Thank you for letting me use Riverside. But now that I've had access to it, now I've seen the power. Maybe I should record every once in a while. Maybe I should have control of the soundboard.
Riverside FM.
Sponsor us, please. Maybe I should have control of the soundboard next time, you know? Maybe I should log in and give you the link. Then I could be in control of all the music.
Nah, too much. We got a lot of news today, guys. We got a lot of Barbie hype.
I just realised I could do, listeners. I could log in when he's not noticing now, and I could add extra soundboard files in. I could go, Crispy, you should play this sound effect. He goes, I haven't got that. I go, check again, boy. Guess again. Guess again.
When Troy gets just that little bit of power, it goes straight to his head.
The power of the Doctor.
Good episode.
I know. It's a great episode. It's in our top 10s.
Absolutely.
Did you see Tharies' face last week when we said that? When I pointed out it was in both of our top 10s, he kind of looked as if to go, is it?
Is it?
He didn't look ashamed, but he was like,
no. Speaking of which, thank you everyone for like watching last week's episode. That's wild.
Yeah, we have 1,000
How many
views
of you
on
tuned
it
in
at the time of recording, which is on Tuesday morning for the UK, Tuesday night.
I almost
did
1,000 in a day.
Yeah, it was insane. It was like top performing. Then it kind of got outperformed by the Ellie episode, and now it's outperforming Ellie again. Basically, Tharies and Ellie having a fight without them realising.
Yeah,
so
we're just watching from the sidelines.
That's the next YouTube boxing match. Who's going to win? Tharies versus Ellie Little Child.
We'll see. Who's
going to win? View counts. Come on, they're going to put them up. But no, we appreciate you all being here for that. But today, well, we were just going to talk about reused locations, but I got a message from this co-host about an hour ago, and it said, where is it? Can we talk about Barbie in our episode? Might help it get some more views.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know what the appeal is for reused locations. It's a very interesting fun fact.
Yeah.
And we will be discussing some pretty cool reused locations today.
He's got some
But
good ones cooking.
this week. By the time this episode comes out, Barbie and Oppenheimer, it'll just be that week, and that'll be
Oppenheimer
the
style.
thing.
I'm sorry.
And we need to remember that the one, the only, the legend. I'm just going to ignore the Oppenheimer style.
Good.
Ncuti Gatwa is in the Barbie film, and there's been some weird cross promotion with Doctor Who. I mean, that's the Barbiness, the Barbie-verse is in town. It's happening right now.
Do you want to
And
just
so I was
ring
like,
the
we have
ding
to
dong
talk
and leave the
about it.
poll till later so we can talk about it?
All right, fine. I will do that for us.
Do
3,
it.
2, 1.
All right,
Here we
so
go.
our first news headline is, I got Taylor Swift tickets. Sorry.
Oh, well done, Troy. Well done. He did it. He did it, everyone.
Do you know the thing I find funniest about it, though, is that anyone who doesn't listen to Taylor Swift won't understand this trend, but there was like the phrase, I survived the Great War, was trending on Twitter every time Barbie tickets went up for sale. And if you don't know, it's a lyric from one of her songs from her newest album. So, but I remember someone in my Discord
Called the
going...
Great Wall?
No, it's one of the bonus tracks on Midnight. One of the
I don't know. I don't know. I can't keep up with
I'd
it
like
all.
to remind you all that he was the one with the Taylor's version T-shirt the first time we recorded, and apparently now we have swapped places.
I still love her.
No,
I still
you've
think
got,
she's
you've
great.
got Katy Perry on your wall now, so maybe there's favoritism going on.
She's always been there.
She's
Anyway,
always
we
been
don't
there.
need to get into that. This week's about
She's a
Barbie
firework
versus
in the
Oppenheimer,
background.
not Katy
eh?
Perry
She's a
versus
firework.
Taylor, all right?
She's a firework.
I am
It's
a
a terrible
firework.
joke. It's a terrible joke. But yeah, just that phrase was trending on Twitter every time the tickets went up. I survived the Great War, and someone in my Discord went, "Why are people talking about this like it's World War One?" I was like, "It's a song lyric." I was like, "It looks weird, but I promise you, it's not as weird as it looks."
Promise you, it's a song lyric.
Yeah.
Everyone,
So I'm going to
ease
see her in
up.
Liverpool next year, based.
That's very exciting.
I'm very
That's
excited.
very, very exciting.
And I got good tickets too for a good price. I didn't have to pay three
good-
figures,
good
which
tickets?
I didn't want to pay anyway. I was like, if I have to pay that much, maybe it's not worth it. But I got a good deal, got good seats, good money. I'm happy. I'm going alone,
Heck yeah.
which is a little sad.
Ah, solo trip. That's great.
No, I'm
Just
I'm
you
alright
and
with it. It's
Taylor
gonna be
against
good.
the rest of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Then no one will be embarrassed by hearing me sing along to all these songs terribly.
No. You should record some for me. It'll be good.
Well, where would I put them if I record them?
On your new channel where you just uploaded a singing video. What a segue right there.
I was like, are we gonna touch on that? I was like, are we gonna?
Why not? Why not? I sing all the time on this channel. Troy does sing as well, and probably better than me, guys. Go and check it out.
I'm just gonna do the face. If you're on Apple, you don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just like I'm a bit shy, a bit nervous. I put up a
Troy did
singing
a
video.
Bastille cover.
Yeah, and
very good.
it will probably be lots of Bastille covers if I do more, because that's just my vocal range. But yeah, I haven't sang publicly for like 5 or 6 years, and I sang publicly a week last Saturday. I don't know if I mentioned it last week with Therese. I might have done. I don't actually remember if I said
I
it
don't know.
properly.
I don't think you did. You mentioned it to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
if
mentioned it to
actually
you.
said it on stream.
in a big little a little catch up when we had a bit of a chat, bit of an update. But yeah, if you want to go and check it out, it's in the Discord. You can literally just search my full name. If you don't know it, then you got to find it out. It's not hard to find. It's really not hard to find. That's why like someone went, why is it challenge your full name? You're not worried about your privacy? I was like, mate. It pops up on half my Twitch streams when I'm like setting my Xbox privacy to do not disturb. Like my full name's just there. Any worry about hiding it left about 3 years ago. So I'm not concerned anymore. I'm not concerned.
It's out there. It's out there for the people.
But yeah, so if anyone was wondering about Taylor Swift saga, I got tickets. So you'll get
Heck yeah.
rambling from me in about
Yeah.
11 months' time. So there you go.
No, it's good.
What episode will be on by then, Crispy?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were going into
We
more
are,
news.
but I'm just gonna work. Just to make us feel old. How
Oh,
many
dearie.
weeks till June? I think it's 15th of I booked for. I don't remember, somewhere around there. 2024. How many weeks? 47 weeks. So add 47 onto 68. 108.
well over the century.
We could be up to episode 115 by the time I see Taylor Swift. That's assuming we don't take
ridiculous.
any breaks, which we obviously will. But
That's ridiculous.
We'll be in the hundreds,
One
definitely.
at Christmas. Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
that's mad.
That's a
it's gonna be
wild
so
thought.
weird when the number in the border is 3 digits.
That's too much
feel
for me
old.
to process,
Do you
actually.
feel old?
That's way too much for me to process.
Well, hang on. When will that be? We work that out. Let's just do that as well. 32
Oh,
weeks
he's quick
from
maths
now.
with Troy today, everyone.
What is the date? 32 weeks from today. February 2024. Yeah, we kind of talked about this already. So February, March-ish 2024 will be at episode 100. We'll have to have a big
Excellent.
celebration ready. Crazy. All right.
Stay
now,
around.
Now let's sting the dong properly.
All right, let's sing that dong properly. Beautiful.
So, Ncuti and the TARDIS.
Yeah. What's going on there?
Yeah, there
What's
was
hibbity-hobbity
a
happening?
pink TARDIS popping up in London. Was it actually Jodie's TARDIS? Because it looked quite chunky. It looked more like a Capaldi-style TARDIS, but with like the black, pull to open panel that Jodie had. It looked like a mix, honestly.
I actually couldn't tell you which TARDIS it was, but they had this pink TARDIS with just a little bit torn in the corner next to one of the windows, revealing a little bit of blue underneath, as if the TARDIS had a pink wrap on it. But yeah, it was some cross promotion with the Barbie movie, and I thought this was really, really. It was awesome, obviously, but it was strange. Like, oh, there we go. It's on the screen right now.
We're recording this as if it's live, just so I can get folks on the payday interview this week. Crispy's cleared it. Don't worry, it's all good, you know.
Yeah,
but look, the TARDIS is flying around.
Whoa.
But yeah, it's see what I mean. It looks like Capaldi shaped, but it's got Jodie's panel on it.
It honestly does. I never even considered that. Oh, it's so
it might
funny
just
that
be the
you would
color
pick up
that's
something
throwing
like
me
that.
off. It probably is.
It
just
might be the color
Jodie's
that's
TARDIS.
making everything seem a bit disjointed. But yeah, so there was some cross promotion for the Barbie film, which I thought was genius. I mean, the Barbie promotion has been non-stop outside of Doctor Who. They have been everywhere. They've been having premieres everywhere, pink carpets everywhere, and all these crazy integrations. Like a lot of fast food chains are having like a Barbie meal. The shoe lines are doing Barbie shoes, and Doctor Who got a piece of the action with this weird little publicity stunt, putting the TARDIS right outside of London Bridge, which I think is really, really cool. And it was a big photo opportunity for everyone. A lot of people were hoping that Ncuti was going to rock up, but sadly Ncuti did not. They were busy at the premiere of it. So yeah, but it's pretty damn cool.
Are you saying
did Ncuti rock up to the thing?
Did you not know that he did?
Surely not.
Unless it was edited. I did see a picture of Ncuti outside the pink TARDIS.
Oh no.
Maybe it was edited.
No, I didn't. I thought that they would have you put it on the Instagram for Doctor Who. I didn't see anything with Ncuti there. I think that might have been a Photoshop.
It might have been a Photoshop then. I
think
thought he
Troy's
was outside
been
it.
played.
No.
He's been played, ladies and gentlemen.
Have I been trolled?
You've been trolled, but use it for the thumbnail regardless. But you've been
No,
trolled.
I don't even know where the image is gone. It seems to have vanished now.
It's vanished. They've got Ncuti got rid of all traces that he was
I'm looking
there.
in my phone gallery. I will find this image. Hang on. Stay tuned, folks. Oh wow, my phone is going mental. Apparently there were loads of photos I hadn't saved. Okay, there we go.
What's on there, Troy?
Well, there's a picture of Russell T Davies at a rap party, Crispy. If you want to change the subject while I look for this.
No worries.
Ding dong.
Other bit of news, everyone. Series 14 has officially wrapped filming, I think, as of maybe 1 or 2 days ago, as of time of recording. They've officially wrapped on Series 14. That's huge. And it is only July 2023. So I'm pretty confident that the series will premiere March, April, May of next year. And all rumors on the street is that they will pick up production for Series 15 in October of this year, which means they are so far ahead of the game, and I think that's all part of Russell's master plan to get Doctor Who ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. In one of the interviews he did ages ago on Doctor Who magazine, he's trying to build the empire. So what does that look like? Well, it means that Series 14 has finished filming very, very early, just like they finished filming with the 60th, over a year ago, well over a year ago with the 60th stuff. So it's all pretty exciting. It's all pretty exciting stuff.
And it lends more into that theory that, even though Ncuti wants to do theatre work after 2 series of Doctor Who, they'll probably do another series after that. So,
yeah.
Also,
absolutely.
I think I've been Mandela affected because I can't find a picture of Ncuti outside the TARDIS. I'm starting to wonder if I made that up in my head. I'm looking through Twitter and I can't.
You might have.
I found Ncuti. My phone brightness is too bright, but let me turn that down a little bit. I found Ncuti at the pink carpet for Barbie.
Oh, looking absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely rocking it. But I can't... I swear I saw a picture where someone put him in his red carpet outfit, or pink carpet outfit, in front of the TARDIS, but it's just not here. So either I've made it up, or the image has vanished off the internet. Which knowing the internet is unlikely.
Make something. I'll make something for the thumbnail, if you want.
Look at you. Aren't you good for your editing? I've literally got to the end of the search results for Ncuti Pink. I literally put in
Ncuti
less
Pink.
words just so it would show up, and it still didn't show up. So.
Do you mean Ncuti Stink?
No, I don't, because I'm not. I have faith in Ncuti Gatwa. Do you
Ncuti
not?
Ice Rink?
Oh no, we're not doing this. No, we're not. No, we're not. Do you think the outfit he wore on the red carpet was Ncuti Mink?
Oh, nice. We're not doing this riff again. We've tried to recycle.
Do you think if he closed only one of the eyes on his face, it'd be a Ncuti Wing?
Nice.
Keep going.
Do you think if I honestly can't think of anything right now for this fun little bit we're having.
Well, I was going to say kink, but I was like, I don't know what I can say about that would work quite right.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you think
I
if he
don't
was a
know.
plumber, he'd probably deal with lots of shooty sinks?
That's good. That's good.
Let's stop.
Write that down.
Let's
Write that
stop
down.
while we're ahead. Let's stop while we're ahead.
Good.
Okay, we got more news, Crispy. More news.
Do we? Really?
Yes,
Oh my
we
gosh.
do. We do.
So much news.
Shoot
Which
with
news do you
yours
want to
next.
talk about?
Shooty with yours
Okay.
next.
Ladies and gentlemen, of your, if you are collecting the box sets of classic Doctor Who, they have just announced that the next one will be season 20. That's Peter Davison series, and of course, they are getting very, very good with releasing little promo videos for these things.
They are.
And this one featured my home slice, Janet Fielding, and that just made me very, very excited. It was also written by Pete McTighe. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, who wrote Kablam? I thought that was a nice little fun fact. And so Tegan reunites with Nyssa, which is very, very cool. Very,
Did Nyssa
very
hold
cool.
a gun at any point?
No. But there was
Josh Ness
it was
is very
genuinely
unhappy.
very well shot. Very well shot. And there's like a weird. Have you seen it?
I haven't actually watched it.
Oh no, you should.
I
You
don't know
should.
how I haven't
was
seen it yet. I just kind of slipped me by, and I need to watch it. I've seen like pictures and people suggesting that might be like a bit of a romance between Tegan and Nyssa, and Tegan was like, I don't know.
There was some good banter, genuinely,
banter.
and I think it was very, very well shot and well edited, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the next one. So yeah, if you
I
want
do
that,
need to actually.
if
do you know
that's your
what?
thing, go and get it.
I need to answer one question. I need to answer one question. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
I need to answer the question. Yes, she was. I was like, was Tegan wearing her usual Power of the Doctor coat? Of course she was.
Of course, and I think that's so. But she doesn't
She
wear that.
always
for the
wears it wherever she
whole
goes
thing.
now.
I think. I mean, forgive me, classic Who fans that are listening, but I think she also wears her famous air hostess outfit at the end of the video. Like, anyway, I think it's really cool.
There you go.
I think it's really,
she
really
wears
cool.
that coat everywhere though, especially one place in Australia.
yeah.
Do you know where?
Where?
Hobart.
Hobart.
I was hoping you were going to say it.
That's good though.
Again, it's going to be the question.
Hobart.
Oh my god, my ears! The Levelator's going to have a field day with that one.
Sorry about that.
I wonder how many people actually get the Hobart reference now. It's been a few weeks, you know. Who's missed that reference?
Let's just go and check out
I
the
know.
Janet
This
Fielding
is one of those
interview.
times we actually have to go back
check
and
it
watch
out.
the previous episode to know. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right, Crispy,
Sorry,
we got one
happens.
more bit of news. Ring that bell once
So
more.
much news.
Because, ladies and gentlemen,
it's so funny because I think it's been so quiet in regards to Doctor Who news, but yet we're still sat here and not one reused location has come up.
It hasn't. I mean, we put Barbie TARDIS in the title, and that's already like we're pushing the boundaries because we barely talked about it.
I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back.
Bring it back. Crispy, do you know this sonic screwdriver?
Yeah, mate.
See this that David Tennant's using in the 60th anniversary specials?
Yes.
Wouldn't
yes,
it be
I
nice
have.
if there was like a replica release? You know, the next like
replica
sonic screwdriver that you
release?
could buy, maybe that you could get for
What?
your collection, because it has been leaked by someone on Twitter by the name of Jack at Sci-Fi Gur, like sci-figure, who
When
has
did
leaked
this
some
happen?
information before. He gets some insider info on some of the things going on.
Yeah.
He has had the scoop. There's going to be some more character options collector sets, including History of the Daleks number 14. Possibly a first Doctor figure of Richard Herndal, who played him for the 5 Doctors. So, well timed with the season 20 collection box set because that's got the 5 Doctors in it.
Yeah, nice.
But he notes that there's going to be 2 versions of the 14th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver possibly going up for sale as soon as the end of this month. And it's going to be a bit like Jodie's Screwdriver, where you've got the base one that's a bit like cheaper, that's not quite got as much, and you've got the higher end one where the top spins. So there's going to be 2 versions. And the picture he uses to show it off is 11's Screwdriver with the shrunk down version and the popped up version. So maybe there's going to be more interactivity to Screwdriver than we know currently. We don't know.
Interesting.
But he said
Very
he was
interesting.
hinting end of July. Someone said, when will we find out? And he replied with a picture with the number 25. So maybe he means 25th of July or in 25 days. One or the other.
Pretty
He
soon
only
if it's
tweeted- he only
25th.
tweeted it 3 days ago. So if it was 25 days, it wouldn't be July. So I think it could be end of this month. In the next week or so, we'll find out. Fingers
Well,
crossed.
it is the month of the Sonic Screwdriver, apparently, on the Doctor Who socials, which they have done nothing
They've
for.
done nothing weird. It's like when Payday were like, this is the year of Payday 3, and then spent 5 months saying nothing. So
Yeah, exactly. But so maybe they were like, oh yeah, we'll release the Sonic Screwdriver at the end of this month. It can just be we can just blanket term it for now and then have a big release at the end. But yeah, so I'm excited. Oh, that's cool.
There you
Of
go.
course they're going to release like a toy line for.
And
the
hey,
new
at least it
Sonic
means if
Screwdriver.
we get it in July, that you'll get it in Australia by like December, maybe.
We'll probably get it by 2026, knowing this place, but that's okay.
You'll get it after
That's
I see
fine.
Taylor Swift. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
literally.
I've just seen Taylor, and be like, oh, the Sonic Screwdriver just turned up in Brisbane. I've got it.
Yeah, I'll be like, what? But at least I'll be able to watch it because it's on Disney Plus.
One of them finally watched them on the shore, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of Disney Plus, are we going to have a couple of special episodes coming out soon? Because Barbie's going to be next week. I'm going to try to do a Barbie episode, aren't we? Are we?
Yeah. I say we definitely do a Barbie
next
episode.
Wednesday?
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
And
Why
then,
not?
what about Crispy? What about Secret Invasion the week after? Are you up for that?
I think I'm up to date.
Well,
yeah,
episode 5 is
sure.
is tomorrow for us. It'll be out by the time this comes out, and then the final episode's next week, so we could record it for the week after.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. I got some thoughts.
All right, so far, one word, what are you thinking of Secret Invasion? Because then we got to talk reuse locations, which is intrigued.
It's all right.
Is that it? Oh, God.
It's all right.
Everyone I know is not raving over it. I'm really loving it. I'm just like in Samuel L. Jackson having stuff to do. All right, before we get into reuse locations, Crispy, there's a jingle we haven't done.
Oh, my goodness. How could I
There's
forget,
been so much
Troy?
news, man. So much. Is that louder than normal? It's poll time. That felt louder than normal. Have you turned the volume up, bro?
Was it?
I don't know.
Oh, it is a little bit up.
Wow. Well, you know what? I hope everyone's ears are okay. Well, last week, I asked you, who is your favourite modern master? Because it was a bit of a debate in hot takes. It was a bit of a debate, a bit of a discussion. You know, there was a little bit of a discussion going on. So the options were, shockingly, John Sim, Michelle Gomez, or Sacha Dhawan. Crispy, who came out on top, who came out the bottom?
Derek Jacobi.
I was going to put him in, and I kind of didn't think about it afterwards. I basically went for anyone who'd had more than a full episode.
No, gosh, no. Yeah, exactly. I reckon Missy's taken it out on both polls as the top one, and I don't know. I think it'll change. It'll change. One will have John Sim at the bottom, and one will have DeWine at the bottom.
All right, if I tell you you're
guess.
incorrect, who are you going to say is at the bottom on both?
Sim.
You're wrong. I'm actually surprised. There's not enough. There's not enough Sacha love going on
That's
Spotify.
great. That's the one thing people rave about.
I know. On Spotify, out of 24 votes, Sacha Dhawan pulled 8%, John Sim pulled 29%, and Michelle Gomez pulled 63%. So
Queen.
Missy sweep. And there was a similar pattern on YouTube, but a little bit more spread. Sacha Dhawan got 16% of the 439 votes. By the way, that's a lot. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
32% for John Sim and 51% for Michelle Gomez. So our audience are Missy stands, basically. They like Missy. They like Michelle Gomez.
Well, no, I can respect that.
I mean,
can
she is
respect
so
that big
fine.
time. She's so fine. She blew my mind.
She does blow my mind. It's crazy, that. Hey, Missy.
Hey, Missy.
Hey, Missy. Today she'll be talking to us out of Square Window.
Square window.
Yeah, and the sound effect is so dumb in that.
Oh, my
Talking
gosh,
out of
it's like-
doing Square Window.
I'm like, come on, watch Doctor Who. It's a really fun show. And then it's like, doing.
It's not- you need to get that sound effect and like add it into the soundboard.
I will see if I can find
And then, like, you
the
just
square
in the camera
window.
shot, just go. Today I should be talking out of Square Window. Just like zoom into the camera. Oh, he's looking it up, chat. He's looking it up. Chat.
I'll see if
chat.
there- it might not
God,
exist.
This recording's like it's live. I said chat.
Come on, chat.
Did I ever tell you that story where I said chat to one of the classes I was teaching when I was training to be a teacher?
No.
I
No.
never tell you that.
What did you do?
Okay, very, very briefly, I was teaching a group of year 7 kids. They were like 10 years old or something. And the lesson went really, really well. We were coming right up to the end of the lesson, and everyone was packing up. And I literally just caught myself, and I
jeez.
was like, right, chat. And then I stopped and went, you literally just said chat. And like, I caught
That's
myself.
so
I stood
funny.
there for like 10 seconds having an existential crisis, looked up, nobody had heard me, and then I went, right, everyone, get the glue sticks in. And I was in my brain like, I'm so glad nobody heard that. Because I was like, as soon as they go chat, they're going to go, you a streamer? No, I'm not. You don't want to hear me streaming. No, you don't. So I will always
That's
remember
so
that.
funny.
The day sometimes you know, the old days when you're a kid and you call your teacher like mum or dad. No, I call my class chat.
Yeah. For sure. I call my doctor's dad for some reason. But anyway. Because David Tennant is my dad.
I want to let you have that moment. All right, I think it's time we talk about reuse locations, don't you, Crispy?
Oh, for sure, man.
I think it's about time.
Should we get some theme music for it?
We should.
All right, let's have the Sonic one. Let's go. It sounds like Sonic. Right?
Oh, I got really excited then. Mate, I'm literally currently replaying Sonic Frontiers. You can't do that to me. You can't get me
I
excited.
can do whatever
and
I
then
want.
Add some Sonic music in. It'd probably be copyright free because it's gaming music, you know? Do. All right, Stop it! You're just bullying me now. It's just bullying. It does sound very Sonic, though.
Thank you.
All right, we're jumping back in, ladies and gentlemen, because we had the genius idea. No, I'm going to take credit for it. I had the genius idea to put the article on screen. Look at this.
And you
Look
can
at this,
see
Apple
it.
Podcast listeners.
All
How
the people
cool is
can see
this?
it.
How cool is this, Apple listeners? We love you, I'm sorry. Please give us some reviews on Apple so that we can read them out and then give you guys some validation.
I don't think we've had any. I'll
I
check
know,
while you
I
explain the
asked
article.
for them and no one does. Maybe you should ask for them and then maybe people will listen. They won't listen to me, but they'll listen
Please.
to you, you know?
Please.
Ugh. Any sign, Crispy? Any sign?
Any sign of what?
Any reviews? Can you see anything?
I'm not seeing.
We're just taking a
hang on.
quick break
My-
while Crispy has a look. Insert elevator music. Ding 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 ding.
Do you want me to have the elevator music? Come on, internet. Hold out for a hero.
Wait. Do 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 do. Let's not get copyright claimed.
We've had 4 5-stars, which is nice.
Any
But
comments?
the only two actual reviews are still myself and my sister. So
Right, people, you need to leave reviews,
Get on
but
that,
also give
please.
comments because I'd love to open it. Like I said, like that Misfits podcast you used to listen to, like rated 5 stars by, and then you read out a review. That'd be cool.
yeah,
you know,
that'd be great.
Even if you just put rated
Go and do that.
5 stars by Doctor Who Paul 64, and he wrote David Tennant is my dad. You know, just something. All right,
Something.
we can read out
Something
that'd be
silly.
funny for the audience. All right,
that'd be great. Thank you very much.
do it. Do it. Do it. All right, Sam, we've got the Radio Times article up here, which is 14 Doctor Who locations that were recycled for new episodes, because all of time and space can only be as big as Cardiff, after all. That's what the article
is true.
says. That's what the article
It
says.
is true.
And Crispy, are you going to narrate this for us? Are you going to pick out some locations, take us through, and then I'll go along with it, or how are we doing it?
Well, you had a really interesting one that's not in this article, and I too have a really interesting one that's not in this article. So I don't know where. Should we say that at the start, or do you want to save it for the end?
Save it to the end now, because then people have to
you
listen.
cheeky boy,
They have to
you're
listen
so
to the end. They're going to be like,
cheeky.
what?
You're
I have to know what their
so
reused
cheeky.
location is.
Oh yeah,
That's
oh
how
yeah.
you
This
reel
is
them in.
how-
It's how you get watch time, baby.
That's how you reel them in.
So,
Reel
Crispy, do you
'em
want
in.
to take us through the article? How do you want to go about this? We
Yeah.
have
Okay.
some-
We'll just go through the article. It's a very good read. It's a very good read.
So we start
the
off
first
then
one.
with entry number 1. How are you going to say
This one
Crispy?
is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. This one is Lansenor Court in Cowbridge, Wales.
It
Have
might
you
be
been there?
Clansenor, because Welsh is weird, and 2 L's is like
Clansenor?
Cla.
I'm
like
so
Clan
sorry,
now. Yeah.
everyone, if you got offended by that. I'm
You're like, if you're offended by that, I apologise to absolutely no one.
absolutely no one.
But yeah, so Clansenor Court, Cowbridge, Wales. So here's a visual of it. Crispy, I mean, there's literally a hint there, but where's this location been used? What is it?
This has been used in 2 episodes, I believe. This
Okay.
one was, of course, the place where the entirety of the Unicorn and the Wasp was set. It is a beautiful old vintage house. Really, really stunning. Very, very stunning. And it was also used as the house in The Woman Who Lived. I have watched The Unicorn and the Wasp about 25,000 times more than the woman who lived.
I was going to say, yeah, same here.
So this one doesn't really stand out to me as a reused location, but I do think it's a stunning location. Troy, your thoughts?
Also used, Troy's thoughts, I like that. Also used as the Torchwood estate in Tooth and Claw.
Is it actually?
It says it in the article. It's on the screen right now, Crispy.
Oh my gosh!
You silly goose. You silly
What?
goose. He picked out the
Wow.
irrelevant episode. No. Yeah, so it's the same man as used in The Unicorn and the Wasp, also used in Woman Who Lived, also used in Tooth and Claw. The thing that's going to be funny about this is that as we go through this, people are going to go, wow, they really use the same locations over and over again, don't they? Anyone who hasn't
Yeah.
clocked some of these locations is going to go, what? What?
So Doctor Who is notorious for reusing locations because it is, it's you're not dealing with your Game of Thrones budgets, even though the rumors were there that we were going to.
15, was it 10
Doctor
million
Who-
episode or something? That was
10
the
million
rumor.
ep, 10
Oh,
million
God.
ep for shooting. I'm sure it's more, but it's not that much. But yeah, so Doctor Who notoriously will have a bunch of locations at their disposal. They would have a good working relationship with all the people at Clannister Court. And you know what? It might be in Series 14. I can almost guarantee you that they're still in contact with those people.
There you go. There you go.
Very, very
Exciting
interesting.
times.
Very, very interesting.
That's location number 1.
How am I going to say this next one, Troy?
Well, I'm going to let you say it. Come on. Yeah, I see. We said you were the one in control, so you got it. You got to read this out. Well, how do we call this one?
This one is. Oh my gosh! So it's in Cardiff,
I
Wales.
don't even know how I'd say this.
Okay, everyone. It is spelt out COEDA.
No, don't be a wimp.
I'm gonna try and do it. I just
Pronounce
want
it
people
first. Pronounce it first, then spell it. I want to hear you say Ncuti for this house.
Ncuti. Oh gosh, I'll never be able to live it down.
No,
Sorry,
you won't.
Shoots. All right, this one is Coda Heideglin. Coda Heideglin.
Coda Heideglin. That actually,
It sounds
that
like an element.
Right.
It sounds like it should be on the periodic table.
Coda Heideglin, or it's like a Coda Heideglin. It's like an old
Whoa.
Coda
Heideglin.
Coda Heideglin. You know.
Coda Heideglin.
But yeah, Coda Heideglin house in Cardiff, Wales.
Yes, and this one is one that I genuinely noticed the first time it appeared again in 2012.
Do you know what we should do? Do you know what we should do as we go along? Do you remember all the locations these sets were used in?
I'm pretty good with reused locations.
I was going to say, every time if you are on Apple Podcasts and you are being being very upset that you can't see these pictures,
we'll describe them.
Every time we get the title, a picture of the location, then the information. So we could try and guess what episodes it's been used in, or at least I could try.
Good, dude.
I could try.
This is the angle. Troy, you're so good with the angle.
Because I do recognise the staircase. I do recognise it.
Okay.
It was used in The Angels Take Manhattan. I know that much.
It was used in The Angels Take
River
Manhattan.
and the Doctor
correct.
sat on the stair while the Doctor regenerated to fix, regenerated
beautiful
her wrist.
staircase. Beautiful staircase.
Was it also used in Rise of the Cybermen? Looks like Jackie Tyler's house when she comes down that staircase. She's like, it's the wrong birthday. I think that's that staircase, right?
You're absolutely correct. Okay. You're absolutely correct. You're on the money there.
Let's read the information then. In 2012's The Angels Take Manhattan, Amy, River and the Doctor go to Grail's house to try and find Rory. But 6 years earlier, in 2006, they would have found Cybermen. Bingo. There you go.
Damn.
There's also Peter Jackie Tyler's lovely home in Rise of Cybermen, Age of Steel. It also poses Amy and Rory's anniversary present from the Doctor, the Savoy Hotel in Series 7's The Power of Three.
Oh, it's in The Power of Three.
It's going to be so funny, every time we get, an extra location shoved in, like Tooth and Claw for the last one, or now for this, that's going to be a cool
I'm
little
excited.
thing.
I'm really... This is fun. This is a fun little game.
There are 14 locations.
I can't remember.
So it's going to be a whirlwind tour. A magical mystery tour.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, there's a picture of
there's the other one.
11th Doctor sat on the stairs. Very sad. Now we move on to entry number 3. Eddie's Diner in Cardiff Bay in Cardiff. Where's Eddie's Diner been used, Crispy? Where have you seen Eddie's Diner? I mean, the pictures are kind of giving it away a bit, but...
Only in my favourite two-parter of all time, The Impossible Astronaut Day of the Moon. That is the American diner in which Amy, Rory, and the Doctor, and River...
Come on.
Have an excellent time at the start, and then they go back there when they think the Doctor's died. But he actually hasn't, he emerges from those toilets.
And they have nano recorders.
They do have nano recorders,
Later
as
on.
Troy is holding out for all of our Apple Podcast listeners. So, it's obviously also used in what other episode, Troy?
Hellbent. And the thing that's beautiful about this reused location is instead of, no one noticing it and it just being the same location, they actually address it in the episode.
Obvious.
Because it is a bit more obvious anyway, but just hearing Capaldi go, Amy and Rory. It was Amy and Rory. Like, the realisation is so beautiful. So this makes this location a bit more special. The 1950s style diner was used twice. There you go, in 2 massive storylines. So only those two. Only those two.
Very good.
But still very, very cool. Still very,
Here's
very
the next one. Don't show the picture, Troy. Maybe we can see if we can get it off the name alone and see what happens.
The problem is I can see further down in my preview window when I'm scrolling, so I can see it. So I'm trying not to read the text, but I can't see the picture. I know you can't.
Okay,
Location number 4 is the Wales Millennium Centre in Cardiff. Crispy, what is that?
That is, I believe, is that beautiful building that you usually see outside the front in a lot of series 1 of Doctor Who, which has all the letters on it. I think is that the one, all the beautiful letters on the side of the building.
Ding ding ding, ding ding.
Is that an actual word? I've never actually tried to read it. I see the word stones there.
I think some of it's Welsh, some of it's English, because you can see in these stones.
Oh, in these
horizons.
Horizons.
But
Homecoming.
I'm gonna look at Homecoming. This just says the Civil War.
Yeah.
I can't speak Russian, so I'm not gonna try and do it. Freight car, Homecoming, Longing, 17. The Wales Millennium Centre. Words. That should do it, right? There you go.
Meaning.
Translation: creating truth like glass from inspiration's furnace.
That is so incredible. That's such a fun fact. We could bring that to a Doctor Who trivia.
Doctor Who fun facts with Crispy and Troy. There you
Doctor
go.
Who fun facts
Where's
right
this
there.
location been used, Crispy? Do you remember everything? Because I know you pulled this article up, but I'm presuming you didn't study it with a fine-tooth comb.
I haven't studied this article at all, if I'll be honest.
So the tables are turning. Now I'm making Crispy do the guessing.
Yeah,
This is great.
that's good. It's good. This is great. It's turning into a little game show. I think, well, if they want to have like the exterior shots of like Boomtown or whatever, you get the outside. But I think the inside they used for the girl who waited, like the reception area.
God, they did. Well, that's well spotted, because that's not the one I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure you get it for that one, because it was used earlier in Doctor Who.
I remember that. I remember that being some kind of reused location, but I can't remember what else it was in. Troy, do you have the it was New Earth.
It was New Earth. You can see side by side shots. Actually, there it is in The Girl Who Waited Underneath, and there it is in New Earth. The same Millennium Centre reception. Funny enough, I've been there, because obviously the outside is where they do some of the Torchwood stuff, right? Where that great scene from episode 1 of Torchwood is where Susie is going to kill Gwen, and she's like, "That's why I've got this thing. Hang on, let me go in my bag." And she says, just pulls out a gun. Like there's this really calm attitude for a minute. She's like, "Sorry, just give me a second." All of a sudden,
just give me a sec.
Pulls out the gun.
Bag.
It's so
That's
goofy.
so good.
Let's see what the description says. Being a futuristic hospital, this art centre cum theatre is clearly the way to go, with the building having been used for both the Cat Hospital in New Earth and the Time Stream Hospital in The Girl Who Waited. It's also played the building where the Master makes his first address as UK Prime Minister. Oh
wow. That's so good. I like how there's always this little surprises
I didn't know that.
us.
Yeah. In fact, I'd say what this country really needs right now is a reused location.
Roll titles.
That's
Beautiful.
number 4. Now you move on to number 5. Crispy,
this
tell
is
us about
good.
Driffren Gardens in the Vale of Glamorgan in Wales. Noticing a pattern here, aren't you?
Wow, okay. So yeah, obviously they film a lot of Doctor Who in Wales. The garden, I think I'm led to believe that this is also The Girl Who Waited.
It is indeed.
The beautiful garden that Amy goes out and visits. And it is also the first scene where we see Michelle Gomez's Missy in Doctor Who.
The images were in the exact order that you quoted them. That was beautiful. Let me just scroll down as you went. That was great. It was indeed.
So go on rewatch those 2 episodes and it'll be very, very obvious. They've got the exact same shot in both those episodes.
However, Crispy, it was used somewhere else in Doctor Who, but not in Doctor Who itself, in that universe. Any idea?
Is this the one like Gwen's wedding as well?
It's not in Torchwood.
It's not in Torchwood.
It's in the Sarah Jane Adventures. And when I was rewatching Sarah Jane Adventures about a year or so ago, I remember getting to this episode and going, "That's that location they used twice in Doctor Who." And conveniently enough, Crispy, there's a picture of Ronnie and Clyde in the same location. It's just from the other end of the garden, so you don't clock it immediately, and then you go, "Hang on a minute." But they do
go down and in Torchwood.
It is for Gwen's wedding as well.
Go. Yeah, there we go. This is the ultimate reused location.
This is the ultimate reused location. That's insane.
Wow.
I don't remember that episode with Gwen getting married. It's been a while since I've watched
Gwen's
them at
wedding?
Torchwood.
That's so fun.
Am I
It's
going
so
crazy,
cheesy,
or
but
are some
so
of the
much
suits
fun.
they're wearing at Gwen's wedding the same ones they wore at Donna's wedding in The Runaway Bride? That looks like the same waistcoat.
Oh, well, maybe. It's in the prop department.
Reused outfits.
Reused outfits. That's the name of the next one.
Reused But there you go. So Different Gardens, sorry, used in The Girl Who Waited, not Dark Water, Deep Breath, The Eternity Trap, and then whatever the episode was with the wedding. Something borrowed. So, the article's a bit old. I didn't realise it. It says, clearly if new spin-off Class doesn't film there too, it will never be a true part of the Whoniverse.
And I guess it never was.
If it didn't use it, then that wouldn't be very class of them, let me tell you.
No,
but we continue, Crispy, with a different estate again in the Vale of Glamorgan, Wales. There's a bit of a peek of an image here. Do you know what the image is going to be?
I have genuinely no idea.
This is a bit of a tag-along. It's a slightly different area of the estate, but there's a little scene in the Girl in the Fireplace where David Tennant does what became a bit of a gif.
Oh, where he goes...
Where he peers over the wall to spy on Madame du Pompadour.
Nice.
But there you go. He uses a location there as well. It represented the French palace gardens of King Louis XV in The Girl of the Fireplace. Also, Churchill's office in The Wedding River Song, and also Cal's database in Forest of the Dead. So they're just some extra bits that the estate was used for. Interiors, maybe.
That's so cool.
Oh, no, actually, no, of course, I'm being stupid. The ending scene where River is put into the library and she wakes up and then she's outside a giant house and her friends, including Elon Musk's former wife, I still find that wild.
Really?
Come out. Did you not know that Miss Evangelista was married to Elon Musk?
You are joking.
Oh my god,
What?
he's having a moment, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a short. Yeah,
What?
Miss Evangelista was one of Elon Musk's old wives. Who married to him. I think around the time Doctor Who came out, somewhere around then.
And the entire episode is based around them being uploaded to a database. I mean, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
where Musk got the idea for those little chips in the head.
River was loaded to Twitter Spaces. All right,
Oh, brilliant.
coming up to the halfway mark. Where do you think Clearwell Caves in Gloucestershire, England, were used? Was used for Doctor Who?
Caves. Caves.
Caves. There's only one image,
got-
so once I show the image, I can give you a hint, but you have to try and guess where else it was used. Do you want to do that?
Oh, yeah, okay, for sure. Show
Here's
me
your
the
obvious
image.
image.
Okay, so it's the Sycorax,
They were
which
used for the
is
Sycorax in the Christmas
the
Invasion.
Christmas Invasion 2005. So I genuinely can't think of any other. Is it a Matt Smith era cave? I guess my guess is just Matt Smith era.
Go
I've
for
got
Matt
no
Smith?
idea.
The second series of New Who spent a lot of time at these Gloucestershire caves, with the formation doubling for both the Sycorax spaceship in David Tennant's debut episode The Christmas Invasion, but also the titular Satan Pit from the 2006 two-parter. So that was where the devil was hiding when David had
That's
his,
where the devil
I've
was.
seen good gods, and bad gods, and demigods, and would-be gods.
Underrated two-parter. The Ood
think
have
actually got the intonation
the
quite right
Ood
there. I
have
was
never
quite
been
proud
better, by the way. Yeah, that was great. That was really, really good.
Thank you.
actually. But yeah, wow.
What did you say, the Ood had
I
never been
wouldn't-
used better?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, their horror aspect was the best in their original episode, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think there's been some good stuff with them, and I just enjoy the Ood as a concept. But I really would like to see them tackle another Ood story. I don't know what else you could do apart from these
Universe
these
of the Ood.
servants
You've had
turning
Planet. Or Galaxy of the Ood.
Ood Galaxy. Nice, that's good.
Ood happenings. I don't know. But there you go. So there's number 7. Now we move on to Forest 4. I don't know why I went
4?
high pitched in Powys, Wales. I don't know.
Interesting.
But this Welsh woodland appeared most notably as the home of Robin Hood in Robot of Sherwood. But Crispy, where else was this forest used in Doctor Who?
Is it in the Forest of the Night?
I
That's
want to
the
say
only other
Forest of the Night.
thing-
That seems a bit obvious, but I kind of want to shoot for that. And it
the
would make sense
only other
also.
one-
Production blocks, same location maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if they filmed it right after each other.
Oh, it was! There you go. It was used in
Yes.
Forest of the Night, but it was also used in 2013 episode The Bells of St. John, as well as recent two parts of The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived. So this article was done after Series 9, which explains why my reused location is not in here, because it was reused in Orphan 55. That's why it's not popped up.
I see.
That's why it's not popped up.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. Well, now we move on to number 9. Crispy, how are we going to pronounce this one?
Castel Koch.
Koch.
From-
Yeah, that's definitely how you say it. Castle Koch.
How do you say it?
Koch.
Oh, Koch.
Koch.
All right.
Did you ever, I don't think I've ever said this to you as well. Payday 3 was originally being published by a company called Koch Media, Koch. And I had to be so
Nice.
careful how I said it in YouTube videos because I was like, I don't want to lose my adverts. So I just started calling them
That's
Koch
so
Media.
funny.
I was like, I'm not taking a risk. I'm not taking a risk. And I was like, you're pronouncing it wrong. Sorry, that's the leftover bit of my illness in the last month
Oh
coming
no.
up this
Oh
last
no.
week.
You have some
Like-
water. I can go.
No,
through
I'd have
this.
comments, people going, you're pronouncing Koch Media wrong. I'm like, no, I know I am. I just,
No, I know.
I like adverts. I like money.
Yeah. No, I need to.
So
without
where
getting
was
demonetized.
Castel Koch in Tongwyn Lace in Wales used?
I think that this might be. It looks like the Nightmare in Silver one, so I'm going to go for that. But I'm also
It
going
is
to guess
indeed.
Robot of Sherwood. That's
Okay.
my other episode. It's kind of like a castle aesthetic.
Well spotted
Obviously.
for Nightmare in Silver. Yeah, it is the base area of the castle, the entryway when you get across the drawbridge, the sidemen come through. You can see here.
Very good.
The episode it doubles in. Actually, a bit surprising. It is the Red Theme Courtyard and keeps studying the German unit base Martha visits in Journey's End.
What?
It's also the Calvieri Castle in Vampires of Venice, and
What?
also the castle that's in Nightmare in Silver. So 3 uses.
I don't think I would have ever got there.
Yeah.
If we had like a whole day for me to think about that, I don't think I would have ever.
I would
said
never have got
Journey's End.
Journey's End. Vampires of
No.
Venice, maybe if I'd have thought about it
Maybe.
for a while, possibly. But Journey's End, never going to happen. I would never have guessed that.
Wow.
Exterminating, am I right?
Exterminating.
Exterminating, baby. But now we move on to number 10, and this is the most iconic one, I think. The most iconic reused
here we
location.
go. Here
just
we
for
go.
nostalgia and pain and suffering. And I remember this being your thumbnail when I saw your original video on reused locations
Yeah.
like 6 years ago. This was the one that blew my mind. Where,
100,000
Crispy, see if you
views.
can remember, has Southern Down Beach in mid Glamorgan, Wales, been used?
This was huge. This was huge. I remember this one the most because when the filming pictures came out for Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, a lot of people were convinced they were returning to Bad Wolf Bay, which of course is from the Doomsday two-parter. So, yeah, I'm going 2006, 2012, baby, with Dinosaurs on a
A
Spaceship.
generic beach can be handy for Doctor Who, with this particular location standing in for 2 alien planets. Unnamed planet in 2006, Army of Ghosts. So maybe the one that they're... Oh, yeah, it's the one that they're stood on looking out into the CGI distance, and he says, how long are you going to stay with me? And she says, forever. So they use that for that. Also,
Interesting.
Alfava Matraxis in the Time of Angels. Oh, yeah, the beach that they land on at the start.
Oh,
and
of
that's how they end on.
course.
You, me, handcuffs.
How did I forget that?
Also serves as parallel universe for Bad Wolf Bay in Journey's End and also Doomsday. And also the power converters for a spaceship in Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. And also the site of a monastery in the Bells of St. John.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's-
not only
how many episodes?
not only
4?
is it an iconic location, they got a blooming loyalty card with that beach. They're using it all the damn time.
They really, really do. Frequent flyer points.
Yeah, yeah, they have. They've got their air miles on that, or their sea miles. Can you have sea miles?
I don't know. On a boat, maybe.
Maybe you can. Maybe you could. Maybe you can't. Maybe you could. You could. I can't speak. But there you go. That's
Coach.
possibly the best one. But there's still 4 more, Crispy. Next up is
Oh my gosh.
Cosmiston Medieval Village. Where's that been used?
Robot of Sherwood. Robot of Sherwood for sure.
Eh-eh.
That's just my guess. What?
Oh no, it was. Sorry, I was looking at the image. It's not.
Oh.
It's also Robot of Sherwood. The image is something different. What's the other location that you could use? Cosmiston Medieval Village.
Girl who died?
The girl who
Potentially?
died. Look at that.
Crushed it.
This
Absolutely
handy
crushed it.
pre-built medieval village has appeared in both Robot of Sherwood and The Girl Who Died, where it was home to Maisie Williams' young Viking Ashilda and was attacked by a fake Odin and his Maya army.
Interesting.
In one of the most underwhelming episodes of Doctor Who. Okay, episode number
Yeah.
12. The National Museum of Wales in Cardiff, Wales. What's the National Museum of Wales been used for?
I think this one is like a big one, so I don't think I'll be able to get all of them.
You were meant to be in control of this episode, and I just usurped you. I can't believe this, but this is quite fun.
No, this is good.
I'm
this
enjoying
is good
this.
fun. I think Planet of the Dead, definitely the opening scene with the
Okay.
the heist.
Okay.
You
are
know
correct.
a lot about
Here
heists.
it is. Here it
Payday.
is.
And Death in Heaven. Where the three. What are three?
I want you to
what do they
think a
call
bit
it?
more about this, because if you don't get this, you are going to kick yourself.
Museum of Wales. And Van Gogh as well.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely one of the Doctor's most
crushed it.
popular locations, over the years having stood in for Van Statten's Alien Exhibition in Dalek.
Oh,
The
wow.
site of Professor Lazarus' demonstration in one of the best episodes in the show's history, The Lazarus Experiments. Don't argue with me, argue with the wall. The gallery that was robbed in 2009's Planet of the Dead. The Musée d'Orsay, I hope I said that right, in Vids to the Doctor. And also the museum scene in Series 5 finale, The Big Bang.
That is so many episodes for the National Museum
Well,
of
that's
Wales.
not all, Crispy, because it was also used in Day of the Doctor.
Whoa!
There you go.
I
And
al-
also in The
I
Forest
also-
of Night. Blimey.
Wow. I think, dare I say, it was also used in Spyfall, Part 1.
Yes, no.
That's the CIA.
Oh, where's that image? Where's that image of... Oh, that's going to annoy me. I think
Wait,
it
in the
might be
Big
the
Bang?
museum as well. There is an image someone
Yeah.
put on Twitter a while ago. I don't know where it's gone, so I'm just going to kind of explain it. They put 3 different shots from 3 different eras of Doctor Who over each other. It was David Tennant and Catherine Tate on the steps of the library. Underneath it, Matt Smith and Karen Gillan on the steps for the Big Bang. And then underneath that, Jodie and the fam going up the stairs in Spyfall. And it's the
Yeah, I
same
saw that.
staircase in
That's
all
what I
3
saw.
episodes.
It might not be the Museum of
If
Wales.
they filmed the
Maybe
Big Bang
something
there,
else.
then it could be, because that was where
Yeah,
the shit was
true.
shot for that. It may be that just this Radio Times article didn't even realise that.
Interesting.
That's
well, I don't
brilliant.
know.
So there you go.
Let us know in the comments if
There
you
you
know.
go. Yeah. So maybe we should look for some more modern reuse locations, you know?
We could do it. We could do it.
I mean, we blame Crispy. He got this article. Anyway, so,
Yeah.
number 13, Crispy. Neath Abbey in Neath in Wales. What's that been used for?
I've got no idea. Flesh and no. What's the episode with the Flesh? What's that? Almost People. The Almost People.
The Almost People,
That's my-
okay.
that's
I'm
my
looking at
guess.
the image, which is Van Gogh. It's been used for Van Gogh.
Oh.
I'm wondering if it was also used for Lie of the Land. I think this came out after this article. It looks like it was like where Nardole does the Peruvian neck pinch, and he goes, yeah, it's good, this,
Ooh,
isn't it?
it does
Plus, this
look
is my
like
original
that.
hand, as you know, blah, 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 and they've got the headphones on and all that. Like, it looks like that was used for that. But it says it's played 2 different versions of the Tower of London, in both The Power of 3 and The Beast Below. It's also played a monster-infected crypt in Vincent and the Doctor, and it's a chapel in The Rebel Flesh, The Almost People. Not bad
1
for
out
a
of
little
4,
Abby
baby.
from Swansea, eh? Not bad at all. There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
I'll have to go visit. That'd be cool.
Now we finish Crispy with number 14. The
Oh, here we
14th
go.
Doctor. Where's Cardiff Castle been used?
Oh, I don't. Magician's Apprentice?
Think
Maybe?
a bit bigger. Think a bit bigger. It might be the Magician's Apprentice, but there's
Bigger?
one in particular I want you to shoot for. Come on.
Castle in Doctor Who.
Come on.
Nightmare in Silver.
No, come on. Come
Oh
on,
my
Crispy.
gosh.
It's going to be, I said you're going
Castle?
to kick yourself if you didn't think about Vincent the Doctor. You're going to kick yourself.
Tooth
you
and
don't-
Claw?
No,
Tooth
come
and
on.
Claw?
Come on.
Oh, how many castles can there be in Doctor Who?
What iconic episode of Doctor Who is set almost entirely within a castle?
Oh, heaven sent.
There we
has
go.
to be.
Oh, you had me worried.
Oh,
you
jeez.
had me worried. All right. Cardiff Castle played a huge part as the primary location in the instant classic 2015 episode Heaven Sent, but by that point it was already a Whoniverse veteran, appearing in Name of the Doctor in 2013, The Snowmen in 2012, The Rebel Flesh Almost People in 2011, as well as several appearances in both the Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood. What's also notable is the fact that the Neath Abbey, the castle has been used as a Tower of London stand-in, though in this case the location was used for Stephen Moffat's other Cardiff film series, Sherlock.
Whoa.
So this wasn't used for the Tower of London in
Interesting.
Doctor Who, it was used for the Tower of London in Sherlock. So Moffat is really
In
getting his
Sherlock.
frequent flyers privilege for Cardiff
He
locations.
really is. Oh my god.
So there you go. So
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen, there's a bit of an insight into some reused locations in Doctor Who. So we're going to wrap up with one each from myself and Crispy. Now we haven't got images for these because, well, we
No,
don't.
you have to use your mind.
Use your mind.
You'll
Use
have
your
to
imagination.
Use your mind.
Use your imagination. So who's going to go first, Crispy?
I will go first.
Go
because
for it.
I think yours is better than mine. So, this one, you're gonna have to cast your mind back.
Okay. Have you
To
got any
the beautiful year
harp
that
music
was.
you can put on that's like, you have to think?
Yeah,
I've asked too much.
I can do that.
That's not...
2007.
Never going to ask you again. All right, Crispy, what's your location? Come on.
Okay, this one is, I'm pretty sure, in the last of the Time Lords, the
Okay.
finale of Series 3. And it is one very, very, very brief shot. And I think it's just before Martha and they all coordinate that attack on the little spheres. What are the spheres called?
Yeah, the Toclophane.
In the Series 3 finale? The Toclophane, yes. Where they, just
Can't
before
believe
they
you
do
forgot
that,
that.
there's an exterior shot. There's an exterior shot of what looks like a beach, and there's rocks, and there's a big old industrial building.
Yeah.
There's just it's a throwaway. It's literally 2 seconds. 2 seconds. But then that comes back at the very, very end of Mummy on the Orient Express, after the train has exploded and Clara and the Doctor are on that beach there. And I remember looking at that beach for a second, being like, where on earth have I seen that in Doctor Who before? But it's literally a 2-second throwaway exterior shot from Series 3. So yeah, go and rewatch those 2 episodes and tell me what you think. Thank you very much.
There you go. There you go. And finally, mine is a tunnel, because it's going to be a tunnel that leads to episode
tunnel?
69. So who did that?
Oh.
We're tunneling to the next episode of the
Nice.
Who's There Doctor Who podcast. No. So this is going to be a bit more of a reach, so I apologise in advance, but if you could visualise it, you'll get it immediately. That's like saying if you eat, you won't be hungry. I don't know why I said that phrase. But if you think back to the Zygon two-parter, when Clara and, I can't remember her name, the one who works for UNIT that was Kate Stewart's assistant who died in the Zygon two-parter.
Oh, I can't remember. She was
When they
only
go
in those 2
underground
episodes, yeah.
and find the Zygon base that's hidden, they walk along this big underground tunnel. It's like a big
Yes.
archway that's used. I just remember 2 locations it's used, and this is about to be even better. Big, brick underground tunnel archway that they walk right along. That tunnel has been
Correct.
used in the Zygon invasion/inversion. It was used in The Doctor's Daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It's where they first land and the rubble collapses and they're on either end of
Ah.
it. It's used in Flatline.
Yes.
Train comes along as the boneless are coming.
Very good.
And also, most recently that I remember, it was used in Orphan 55, in one of the bits where they go underground, and they're I think it's where they realise
Oh
that it's
my
Earth.
gosh.
They're in that same underground brick tunnel archway. I don't know where that tunnel is. I'd love to find out, if I can look it up very quickly. It's obviously going to be in Cardiff.
It's also in Sherlock, I believe.
Where is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in Sherlock. I can't remember what episode, but yes.
Filming in a tunnel on Barry
absolute-
Island. Here it
Williamson
is. Here it is
Tunnels?
from Cultbox.
Beneath Liverpool?
Cold Box put an
Oh,
article
no.
about it. An old railway tunnel on Barry Island, which is now used as a shooting range, was once again utilised by a Doctor Who film crew. It was previously used as the underground bunker in Series 4 Doctor Who episode The Doctor's Daughter. It was also used in
Correct.
Zygons and Flatline, but they haven't said that. Shooting range in the tunnel was also used in the Torchwood episode Ghost Machine. There
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh.
There you go. How very cool.
Wow.
So there's your
Very, very
information.
good.
Where is Barry Island?
How thorough.
Where's Barry Island? I don't know where that is.
Next on Barry Island.
Where is that? Oh, of course it's in Wales. Oh, it's an island in... it literally says island in Barry, Wales. Well, great. Great. There's a place in Wales called Barry, folks. There you go.
How good.
Not based
How
on an
good.
HBO show, presumably, though.
No, I don't think so.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is reused location of Doctor Who and also Barbie TARDIS. That did not deserve to be in the
Wow.
title. That did not deserve to be in the title.
It didn't, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
It's there. It's there.
I'm
We're
excited.
going to put it in the thumbnail. you know?
Regardless.
We're going to put it in the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
For
middle
sure.
box.
If we address
thumbnail.
it, then it's fine.
Exactly. Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to episode 68 of Who's There Doctor Who podcast. Crispy, what are your closing thoughts and what are we doing next week?
My closing thoughts is that I'm very, very excited for the Barbie movie. I hope that you guys have seen it by the time that this episode has come out. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, thank you, Troy, for going through those reused locations with me. It was very, very good. But next week, oh my gosh, it's been a long, long time in the making. But episode 69, whoo.
I think you got a jingle
Gonna get
that you
real
can
crazy
use
up
to tell
in
everyone
here.
what it's going to be, haven't you?
Oh, I don't know if you want me to do that, Troy.
Oh,
That's
I want
very
you to do
naughty.
that. I
That's
want you to
very
do it.
naughty.
I want you to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the episode 69 is going to be the cheekiest episode, which means we need to bring back the cheekiest segment of all time.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go
yeah.
again. That's right. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. What's up?
As if you haven't had enough of us already, we're going to be live again next week. We're going to do a live episode with questions and quizzes, the official part 2. Have we actually, because I don't know.
part 3.
It's the third time we've done it, but did we say question quizzes part 2 in a title? I don't know if we did.
I can't remember.
This is why I'm not sure if
don't
it's
know.
part 2 or part 3. I don't know.
It's
Let's
the
have a look.
69th
Do you know what?
episode of this
I'm having a look.
podcast,
I'm having
so
a
we're
look.
going
I'm having
all
a look
out.
to end the episode.
He's having a geese.
I'm having a look. I'm having a look. Power of the Doctor, big budget Disney Plus, Doctor Who Am I, Hot Takes, Festive Special, Series 7, Merch Shortage, Bad Review, 1 Year, Gallifrey 1
Is this
Roundup.
entertainment?
I'm
Is
scrolling
this
through as quick as I
entertainment?
can, alright? I'm scrolling through as quick as I can. I'm not
Episode
seeing questions and
6 is
quizzes part
questions and
2,
quizzes.
Crispy. I'm not seeing questions and quizzes part 2.
Well, no, we disguised it. We disguised it
We did.
as Happy 1 Year.
So do we call it question and quizzes 3 when there isn't a title that says number 2?
Yeah.
Or is it always say
Yeah,
even more
people have to
questions and
find out.
quizzes?
Even, we'll work on a title. We'll work on a title.
Oh,
we'll probably just call
workshop
it Barbie.
The thing is, though, Crispy,
Questions
if
and
we're
quizzes.
putting up the Barbie special episode the day before, because special episodes normally go up on Wednesdays, live episodes on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're going to be calling twice next week? Are we going to call
yeah,
early
probably
next
have
week
to.
just to talk about Barbie?
Yeah. Oh, we can have a meeting. We got stuff to talk
Let's
about.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Well, ladies and
Cool.
gentlemen, you'll see us next
Sounds like
time
a plan.
on Wednesday at the usual time for the Barbie special episode. Special episode number 7, is it now? I think so. I think so, right? It is. It's special episode 7, right? Help me out, Crispy. It is
got no
special
idea.
episode 7. It is.
I got no clue.
So Barbie will be special episode number 7. It's going to be a pink layout. It's going to look great. Then the day after on Thursday, at around the same time, 12 p.m. UK time, we'll go live with questions and quizzes part 2. That's kind of part 3 that we might just call even more questions and quizzes. Who knows? So as always, we want your questions and we want your quizzes. Crispy might be able to find some quizzes, but at the very least, questions. Any questions you got for us about Doctor Who, us, whatever?
Yeah.
Leave them in the comment section. Spotify Q&A. You know where to leave them. I'm getting a bit nasally again. Crispy, wrap up the episode.
Thanks, everyone. I'm a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world, wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. And it's goodbye from Crispy. Goodbye. And it's goodbye from Troy.
Goodbye.
Allons-y, baby.
That was very, very matter of fact. Thank you, Crispy. Allons-y,
That's
baby.
all right.
Bye.
I'm a Barbie girl.
End it, end it.